when people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna sell it the second it hits a dollar," or like for Cardano, or when people say, "Oh, I'll sell XRP when it hits $10," it's like it may move too fast where your
Hmm.
baseline now gets
Hmm.
completely
And this
changed.
is by the way, the thing that you said, like okay, this is the exact metric that I try to use because this was the thing that I think if I would have thought in this way, I would have made better decisions. What multiple of your yearly income has your
Mm,
portfolio turned into? And when you start getting past two, three times your yearly income,
sell some shit.
it's
Yeah.
like you really want to consider taking profits at that point. Um, or at least creating a plan around what you're going to do. Because, and this is what I tell people to do, you need to create a plan before that, right? And have that kind of defined. Okay, when my portfolio hits five times of my annual income, I'm going to take 10% off the table or
Totally.
20% off the table. So then I can have a full year where I can say, actually, I'm going to quit my job and do whatever I want or find something else to do.
That's yes, man, that's so awesome because really money in its current form should really just be used as a form of leverage, right? And you can buy back your time, then you can go acquire skills that could allow you to make way more money. But unfortunately, you need the time to do that. So I think a lot of people they fail in crypto, myself included, in the past because I didn't sell. I didn't let it change my life the way that it could have because I got my bullish goggles on way too aggressively. And I could be totally wrong, but I still think we'll experience a crazy altcoin season. And I think people need to prepare psychologically. You need to write like a letter to yourself or your future self or whatever saying that when if this happens I'm going to sell some of it because it's very easy to write it up all the way up and then all the way down because as quickly as these gains can come they go away just as fast too and I do think there'll be quite a big collapse. I don't even think it'll be crypto that causes it. I think it might be just more general economic that leads to the spillover knocking over crypto in a very big way. But if you're not prepared and you're not selling along the way you're going to be sad and cry and you can't say we didn't try to warn you.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, I mean, my whole like future of my business is like trying to prevent people from making that mistake because it
Yes.
literally, I mean, it changed my life for 4 years. Because the thing is you get a 6 month, you get like a month and a half window to make a decision of of whether or
Mhm.
not you're going to take profits. And
Yes.
but you had to wait 4 years, right, potentially to
Yeah,
get that
it's
opportunity.
crazy.
So when
I
you
know.
don't take it, it's gonna be another 4.5 years. And that might not sound like a long time, but let me tell you, when you just
It's a
watched
long time.
yourself go from making crazy amounts of money that you've never seen before to being right
Mm.
back to where you started, that not only is painful financially, it is painful psychologically, and it will eat you up if you don't have other opportunities that you have that are feeding you, especially. So if you're getting to the point where it's multiples of your yearly income, and you also don't have some business that is feeding you, right? That is just working for you or other passive streams of income that are just working for you, then it's a good idea to take profits and even just rotate into less risky assets. Like just go buy income to ETFs. And that way you now do have
Mhm.
that income stream that's paying you.
Yeah, I think a lot of times people fall victim to this because they set a final destination and they think the only vehicle that to get them there is the price appreciation of the asset they're currently holding, right? It's a very slippery slope to go down because you want to constantly ask yourself, like, would you buy this at today's price, right? Based on what you know, and if the answer is no, you should probably sell some, right? That's why, like, when I sold my pudgy penguin that I sold, it was because it reached a price where I was just like, this is ridiculous. Like how is like and that's why I was like, okay, I'm a massive bull. I'm an NFT bull. I know that's like very controversial, but in terms of my understanding, you would be too if you knew what I knew. But it reached a point where I was looking at the price figure and like I do okay with my business and stuff, but I looked at it and I'm like, this is crazy. Like this is ridiculous. And so I sold it, right? If you're looking at it and you have something that you're like, this is so clearly overpriced, sell some of it for the love of God. Please sell some. Because last cycle I didn't sell anything. Luckily, I picked some winners that came back, but I could have had such different money because the point that you mentioned is so important to double down on because most people are trapped in their situation and why they need crypto to work out for them so much is because they like see this is like the jumping there, right? But you almost guarantee yourself success in today's economy if you can buy yourself a year of time. So much like you said, I love that analogy because if you get enough where you're making like a year's salary that you've made from your profits, I want you to change your relationship to what that means. And it's not, oh, I'm only going to get a year off. I get a year to build a business, right? And with all the tools that are there with AI, with social media,
Facts.
with like this show, we're here to help you. You literally can you if you took a year and you're even remotely intelligent, there's no way you don't make money online. Like if you can read, if you can hear, there's no way you don't make money online. Like it's become that much easier with these tools. And of course, it's going to get set more and more saturated, and more skill will become a bigger part of it. But that's the thing. So we got one Atlantis saying Pudgy Penguin. Pudgy Penguin's crazy. I sold my Pudgy Penguin for a higher price tag than my parents bought our first home.
Wow.
How crazy is
That's
that?
crazy.
By a substantial margin.
That's crazy.
It's insane. Yes.
That's the world we're in, guys. Um,
Yes. I love this too, where they said, take your profits. Investing isn't like hokey pokey. You can divide and withdraw. So, yeah, that's it,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
You don't have to sell parts of it,
Exactly.
man. The benefits of the fact that this is a fractional asset is that you can sell a piece of it. And I did none
Yeah.
of that. So like,
Yeah.
please
Like,
do.
so there was two things in my head that messed me up. One of them, I think this is fair if you're younger. It was like I was scared of taxes. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, if
Mm,
I sell, then I'm gonna have to pay taxes, and like I don't know what that's like, and like it scared me. I'm not gonna lie.
it is intimidating. Yeah, totally.
The other big thing was like a principles thing. I'm like, oh no, like I saw this coming. Um, I'm not selling.
That's why I didn't do it. That's why I didn't do it. Yeah. Same deal. Because it was the first time that I had money. I had wanted to invest into Bitcoin and crypto since literally high school. I remember talking to it. Producer Kurt's in the background here. Like he wasn't in the class. I don't think he was in the exact class that we learned about it, but I remember talking about it after that I did it. And I was like, we should figure out how to buy this thing. And then because the price went so crazy, I was paying attention so much. And so I would follow 2 or 3 cycles, but I had no money in the game. And I think having money makes the numbers have a feeling state attached to them. If you're just watching numbers on a board, it doesn't mean anything to us because we're not connected to it. But the cycle that I was involved in, it was an emotional roller coaster. And at first, you're like, you're almost like a crackhead, man. You're checking every morning the prices and how much money you've made. And there were some days where I would wake up and I made like 50 grand in a night on paper, right? And then I didn't make any dollars because I didn't sell any of it. Like I should have sold, okay, that's crazy amounts of money. Like I can pull out 10K and be chilling. I should have done that. And I did not. That
Just
hurt.
pieces of it, man, at a time. Like now,
Yes.
I'm for everyone who doesn't know, I'm about to move to. I guess Ben, you might have even heard. So I'm about to move to Southeast Asia for a little bit, and
Mhm.
now I'm like, oh, if I had just taken like 10% of that, I could have had
Yeah, you'd be chilling there for years.
years of runway
Yeah.
in Southeast Asia.